We're starting off high.
Yeah, that's a 2 fools agree on that one. Oh, by the way, look, we got the wide shot.
You had accountability. Now, what I can...
Now all you need is a podcast and a YouTube channel.
Not even.
We're using the money. Show me the money.
Apparently there's a Foolproof raid.
Shoot the J. Shoot it. Live Foolproof Entertainment Network. I need you on Twitter. I need you to repost the Facebook pages.
To raise a human before I was...
Human raise back.
Before I was... human to raise.
Right. I hear you. Yo, what up, fools? Welcome to another edition of Do Fools Agree. As always, I'm your host, Michael Reggie, here with my main man, Clifford. Don't call me Santa Jennings.
Don't call me Santa. Don't call me Santa.
You know who Santa did not visit? Was the electric grid at my house. That's what I get for trying to run 2 space heaters at the same time.
Listen.
The studio is cold. Let me tell you, so this is going to be a quick one because I will be a popsicle by the end of it.
Listen, I get it. It's cold where I'm at.
No doubt. We got what? It's -8 outside, but the wind chill says it's -30 or some nonsense.
I don't know. I hadn't paid attention to the weather since this morning. It was cold as shit, though. Boy, I was scared to take a shit this morning. I thought I might get stuck and be late for work.
So, let me share a little story with you about my morning. So, at about 4 o'clock this morning, my child gets out of bed. He's like, Dad, there's noises in my room and I can't sleep. I'm like, it's all right, dude. Come in here. And it was the wind. It was the wind howling. Although, I thought about it like the way he described it. I thought it might have been like his heater was just trying to keep up. His space heater in his room. They do that little whining sound, that little electric whining sound.
Uh-huh.
So he comes in my room. We crash. We actually sleep until like 8, which is a miracle with him. And we finally get up. He heads downstairs. I head to the restroom. Finishing my morning constitutional. He's like, Dad, we have a problem. I'm like, fuck, what happened? Did a pipe burst? There's no way it froze that quickly overnight and burst.
Right.
He's like, no, Dad, the back door was blown open. I had an inch of snow in the first 3 feet of my kitchen from the back door because some dummy forgot to deadbolt it last night before he went to bed. After letting the dog out. So I had an inch of snow in my kitchen this morning.
Damn.
Poor dog is in his crate on the first floor. Like, you trying to turn me into a popsicle or what?
Right. I bet the dog was dying. I bet that motherfucker was inches to hypothermic with that
now,
door
the
open.
good news is that the temperature at the thermostat, which is in the living room, still read like 59 or 60. So it couldn't have been
not
open.
That bad.
It couldn't have been open all night, but
right.
Damn. So I spent this morning trying to sweep snow out of my kitchen and then trying to let the dog out. This dog has never been in snow before. He's only a year old and they didn't let him out on the grounds. Plus we didn't get much snow last year.
Right.
At the prison or whatever. So this fucker is and I felt bad for him because the first time he went out and he had to do his long morning pee, he came back in and he was limping because I'm sure he was getting close to frostbite on his fucking paws.
All right.
And so the rest of the day, he'd look at the door and then think about going out, but didn't want to go out.
Right. Like I really do gotta take a shit. My ass might
go,
get stuck and I might be late for work.
Right, exactly.
Listen,
Oh man.
he's on
So
that same
yes,
thing. So
that
what did
was
he do?
what?
What's he been doing?
What's who been doing?
The
The dog.
dog. What's
He's gotten to the point now where we shoveled out like a little right at the bottom of the back steps, and
right?
he's going there. And then like I don't know how this naturally formed. In the backyard, there's like this pocket, and it has to do with like how the wind comes into the backyard or whatever. But there's like this oval around our back like porch that is lower snow, but then just outside of it is like a foot. And so it's just the way the snow is blown or whatever. So he's got a little pocket, but he won't go beyond his little pocket. And the thing is if it were 20 or 30 degrees out there, I'm sure he'd be running around in it, just having a good old time. But the fact that it's -8, like he can't step on it for long without his paws hurting. So
that just ruined his whole snow vibe.
Oh, no doubt. He's going to hate snow for the rest of his life now.
Right. That's not good.
That poor bastard. But we were all curled up on the new couch, and all three of us took a nap at, 3 o'clock watching some movie. Whatever the new Disney Plus movie is. Looks like a Disney Pixar. I don't know nothing about it. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Strange World or something like that. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I mean, I fell asleep for the last half hour, 45 minutes, but it wasn't bad. It was up my alley. I'm sure if I hadn't already been tired, I would have enjoyed it.
Right.
But yeah, so that's what the day has been.
Yeah, I was working all day.
I'm glad that Instacart order came yesterday.
Man, I wish I would have, and I knew it was coming, but I was like, I'll be all right. And now I'm in here like, you don't got everything you need. I mean, I'm good on groceries and shit, but
missing out on other things.
Right. I don't have everything I need.
I had to go pick up my pouches yesterday. Then buy 3 for $5 or whatever. I'm like, give me 6. Because I'm not leaving the house for the next 3 days.
You hear what I'm saying? I wish I'd have been thinking like that.
Oh man.
I don't know. It was a day though.
Yeah.
Glad it's over for the most part.
Yep. You got any? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say this might have been like the first day where I actually sat and acknowledged work's over.
We're done for a little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you working next week? Or are you taking the week off?
Nah, I got work.
Gotcha. You just meant today you took it and acknowledged it.
Right. I don't gotta be back till Tuesday.
There you go.
Breathe it in.
There you go.
But inadverts, huh?
Yeah, what you got?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's an inadvert. I was watching that Mariah Carey Christmas shit on MTV.
Okay.
And it was by accident, of course. Just, on when I...
This comes from somebody who had a big crush on Mariah Carey when we were younger.
Right. I did. I did back in the day. But I was watching the I can't even remember what it's called, whatever her Christmas special is. And I was really watching to see if she fucked up like she did that one year. Like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking like this motherfucker still singing and shit. But she did all right. I will give her
she still got
her piece. She did all right. Now I don't know how much of it was her actually singing and how much of it was lip sync. Because I feel like it was a mixture of the two. And that's how they try to throw you off the scent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that high note left her ass a while ago. You hear me? Ain't no way she's still hitting it. She blow a fucking vocal cord. But she brought her daughter out there to sing with her.
Okay.
And it was more Keith than anything. I mean, you can tell she can sing. You know what I'm saying?
She's got some modicum of talent.
Right. But I don't know if, it's the time for you to be introducing her. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And she's young. She couldn't have been older than 7, 8.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's one of Nick Cannon's.
One of Nick Cannon's
Yeah,
little
one of the
bastard
twins.
kids.
And let me tell you, you can't see a piece of him in the child. She could have had that baby by anybody. In my opinion. I'm not saying you should have got a blood test or anything.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he did as well.
Although Mariah probably makes more than he does. Even still. Royalties alone can keep Mariah going.
I'm sure of that.
Right. She probably gets like 2 cents every time fucking all I want for Christmas is you.
Man, listen. And they've been playing the shit out of that and that too.
No doubt. It's her special. Has she done anything since that song? I don't know.
Since that song, of course. Of course, man. I mean, shit, that was one of her early joints.
Yeah, it was.
But
no.
You gotta give her props. She still got one of the best Christmas CDs.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I'll give her that. Now, of course, we've had this debate. I put John Legend up there as well.
Yeah, and I can't really argue you, right? Because I don't know. I've heard songs off of it, but I don't know that I've listened to it all the way through. But I'm sure all of the songs sound the same too.
I'm sure they do.
That motherfucker can sing Feliz Navidad, and that shit sound the exact same. That motherfucker, all his songs to me just sound the same.
Oh, I also have I have to recognize something that I talked about us doing Fool's New Year's Eve, and I had my days off. New Year's Eve being Saturday, not Friday. Now, we could still do Fools on New Year's Eve, but...
What, Friday?
Well, we could do it
Saturday.
We could do it Saturday instead of Friday.
I see what you're saying.
But you and I have New Year's Eve plans now.
Listen, I'm with it.
We're going to go see Dave at the Shot.
I'm with it. Listen, you
probably
hear me? I am
our
with
asses
it.
off, but you know.
This is makeup for the what's the dude's name? The puppet master.
Oh, Jeff Dunham.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. I don't know about Jeff.
I don't either.
That's tough. That's tough. And I mean, I don't know how he blew like he did.
He did, man. He's all over the map.
I really don't understand it.
That's because white folks love him.
You said what?
I said poor white folks love him.
But they ain't never been to a puppet show? I don't get it. Like, he's not funny. He's not funny.
He got me a little bit on his first couple, and now I'm like, no, just go away. They're on like back-to-back nights too.
Who?
Jeff and Chappelle. They're both this week.
Oh, really? Isn't that ironic?
It's funny, isn't it?
Isn't that ironic? Well, I'm glad we going to the right one.
Right one. No doubt. Fools be wildin'. Hey, come on our show.
That's funny.
Oh, shit. I was actually surprised he was doing a show in Columbus on New Year's Eve. It'll be a good time.
I mean, hopefully he doesn't keep us there for 4 hours like a teacher who won't let you leave when the bell rings.
Well, I feel like he doesn't have an opening act or anything since the show starts at 9:30.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And so I'm sure it's just like an hour and a half set and it's done.
Right.
Now, he probably won't come on until 10, so it'll probably be done by 11:15.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit, you already know I'm with it. But
it'll be a good time.
You talking about David?
David
Chappelle? I'm in, Jack.
Shoot the J. Shoot it!
What about you? You had any inadverts?
I really didn't this week, other than I can't wait to be done with this fucking year of work.
What starts anew on the first?
Yes, it does. It'll be all right.
No, I said what starts anew?
What
Like
starts
what
anew?
changes?
Nothing really changes, but we are past. Well, I was
You just
hoping
want
to
to
have
put 23 on your paperwork.
right.
That's the only thing that changes.
That's really the only thing that changes. You know,
Listen, the grind continues.
although I
baby.
do have a handful of people starting the first week of January, which kind of fills out the rest of my team. So if nothing else, we've got a couple more bodies to share the work. But
right, that's what's up.
I had 2 different people send me the same meme this week. It was like, oh, what is it? It was 3 stages of career development. I can't wait until I'm important enough to be included in these meetings. I feel so important being in these meetings. I will do anything legal and several illegal things to avoid these meetings. I'm like, so I guess it's on my resume at this point. I will do anything to not go to these meetings.
Listen, I'm going back to my old shit as of after the first.
Are you?
Hell yeah, not my old position, but my old department.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not dealing. I can't deal with this.
No.
Nah, it's just too much. It ain't no work talk.
All right, we done with work talk then. So, topic for tonight: what gets you in the holiday spirit? What are your rituals? What are your routines? What are things that get you into the holiday spirit?
Well, I mean, being extremely honest,
you're never in the holiday spirit. You're a Grinch.
I wouldn't say I'm a Grinch by any means. I would just say, I don't recognize the holiday until the commercials and the TV shows and all the bullshit starts. You know, I don't mean bullshit, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean.
When all that is on TV, then that's when I acknowledge, like, oh, okay, it is getting closer to Christmas.
I'm kind of with you in the sense that I don't I'll put up decorations and stuff the first weekend of the full week in December. So the week after Thanksgiving, I'll put everything up. But outside of that, even mentality wise, because I usually take a week or a week and a half or 2 weeks off at the end of the year, until I get to that off time of work, I'm not there. So that's right. Really what kicks it into gear for me. And I don't know. It's been nice this year. There's been a couple of different kind of advent calendar type things where there's been something every day, and it's been fun with the kiddo. And he's been in a good mood. The fact that we've been stuck in the house together for 2 days and haven't fought or even really argued even once, I'm like, hell yeah, all right, here we go. Either that or he realizes that it's too close to Christmas to fuck around.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I mean, maybe it would have been different if I had a boy, but
yeah.
I'm not about to argue with nobody with nuts that small anyway. You're a child. Sit your little child ass down and pout about it.
And we've had some instances of that, but there haven't been any he hasn't really gotten upset about anything, which is actually good just from his maturity standpoint. When I've told him all right, we're turning the game off for a bit, he's had no problem with it.
Right. That's what's up. That's good shit.
And so that's been good. I mean, today we were hoping to be able to get out to do, I don't know, someplace had an open gym going, or was supposed to, but then when the roads are shit, man. Or at least getting out of the neighborhood. I'm sure when you get to Maine and Broad, they're fine.
Right. Yeah, no, ours it looks like a truck through Antarctica out there. It damn near don't even look like cars been driving down the street too much on my shit. So that's half the reason why I'm because a little cold ain't never bothered me. I'll bundle up. But I'm not about to be scraping off ice and shit from my car to make a run or two. I'm good on that.
And on top of that, like, even I usually do a pretty good job with like shoveling the sidewalk or the walk or whatever. But as much rain as we had yesterday, it's a layer of fucking ice under it. Like, if I shovel it, it's gonna be worse than leaving it the way it is.
Right.
I'm not fucking with it. Now, I'm also lucky because I'm on the vein. Cole or whatever is right on the vein from the freeway to Children's Hospital, so that's clear, and I think Champion's clear, which will get you to Main and Broad and the main arteries. But you got to get out of here first. So, but yeah, man.
It's not like, I don't know. It's not like a child, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I like giving gifts too. I like, seeing people light up and shit. But it's like,
I did see, I think it was probably a TikTok video. I got 2 TikTok videos that kind of cracked me up in the Christmas spirit type of way. So one was one that was basically like, when a man says he doesn't want anything for Christmas, that's a statement. That's a fact. Like, the only thing a man wants at Christmas is to make those around him happy by what he can provide.
That's like, men. Yeah, I guess.
I kind of feel that way. Like, I've never been, one, I don't know that I've ever gotten, like, gifts that I was like, ooh. Like, I appreciated the thought of them. But there's never been anything that I'm like, yeah, I really wanted that or needed it or whatever. I think the other one, or the other side of that is, like, we're doing our Christmas tomorrow. So I have A-Reg on Christmas Eve. She gets on Christmas Day. And so I'm looking forward to that. Like, I've got all the presents out under the tree, all that fun stuff. So that'll be fun. And we'll Zoom my mom or whatever. I don't know. It'll be early her time, but she'll get to be part of it. And so those kind of traditions, I enjoy those. The other one for me, and it has to do with, like, just what I like doing with him outside of, what we've been able to do the last couple of days, just hang out and game, and whether that was video games, board games, whatever.
Right.
But the other one is, and I just lost my train of thought, son of a bitch. It'll come back to me.
I mean, but the presents, that's, what is Christmas without that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong, I have slipped my daughter a couple $100. Like, gave what you what? I didn't,
Yeah.
But presents that's every year.
Yeah. Oh, that was the other, like, Christmas ritual thing. It's the same thing that I like doing with him outside of the games anyways, and it's sitting and watching movies, right? And so, like, sitting and watching, like, the classic Christmas movies with him, whether that's the Home Alones or the Santa Claus or Elf or whatever. Like, it's just, I was never a big fan of those movies until I had a kid.
And I like Scrooged.
Scrooged, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like Bill Murray anyway, but I definitely like Scrooged. And A Christmas Story got played out to me. They played it too much for me to care for that anymore.
I'll tell you which one I watched last night that I haven't seen in a long time. Bad Santa.
Never really liked Bad Santa. I don't think I like Robert Downey Jr. What's his name?
Billy Bob Thornton.
I realized that wasn't the right person.
Fucking white people.
They the second time.
And yes, Mom, I see your comment in the chat. Yes, the Yingling sign was a nice surprise. It's actually over on Cliffside because that's the only place where we can put it up. That was a good one. But yeah, man, outside of that, like, it's movies, I torture my child with Legendary Christmas anytime we're in the car. But
what is that?
John Legend's Christmas album. I'm 1,000 miles away.
Christmas.
It ain't snowing in LA, and I'm calling just to say I'm sorry.
No John Legend. I'm
You
good.
bring presents, I'll bring wine.
Yeah, I know you ain't giving it no justice, man. No, thank you, Mr. Legend.
Maybe Legend will
Christmas.
show up. Maybe John will show up at Chappelle's show on New Year's Eve and do some bits from Legendary Christmas. They're both Ohio boys. They might be around for the holidays.
They bringing out Elon again.
Oh, I guarantee you, Dave and John are buddies.
They might be.
I can almost guarantee you.
They might be. I don't recall him ever being a musical guest on the show.
He was.
Was
Definitely
he?
was. He was definitely on once.
I don't remember, but you might be right. Was he singing Ordinary People?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think that's what it was, actually.
I don't know.
Just ordinary people.
You might be right. Shit.
That was Anthony's ringtone for Abby. Rest in peace.
Anthony's ringtone for what?
For Abby, for his wife at the time. That and Anthony!
Yeah, you knew it because that motherfucker was always singing.
There's some great footage of Anthony and I doing Trapped in the Closet together somewhere.
I remember that came out and we was watching it at your house. That motherfucker crazy, boy. Should have knew he was crazy then. Somebody should have locked him up then, right back
when
there. He made that shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, goodness.
Wish that cop would have caught you, motherfucker. I let him go.
He flicks his cigarette. He
Motherfucker was crazy as hell.
Somebody asked me if there'd be Christmas carols on the show tonight, and no, it's all John Legend and R. Kelly. Thanks.
Christmas carols, you better.
All right, circling back to the other TikTok video.
Is that still a thing? No, hold up. Is that still a thing? Do people still carol?
I'm sure.
I think they only carol at festivals, but I don't think anybody's knocking on doors caroling.
I feel like there are probably some rich white neighborhoods where it still happens.
I'm sure of that, but I mean...
If Bexley wasn't so full of Jewish people, they would probably do it in Bexley.
I mean, it's accurate, but I don't know if it's legal.
They probably carol in Grandview. Grandview feels like a place where they do some caroling.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I don't know why that
honest, man.
got me so good. That got me.
So the other TikTok video that had me rolling was, and I may have already talked about this, I can't remember, but these two little smart mouth little white girls, like, just yelling at their parents. And the front door, you hear 1, 2 knock, and then it gets kicked in, and somebody in a Grinch costume walks in, takes their Christmas tree under his arm, and then just walks out the door.
No, I haven't seen that. No, where did you see that
I
at?
would totally just do that as a service during the holidays. You got some badass kids? Call me, 1-800-GRINCH. Or 1-800-GRINCH'em. Grinch'em.
These motherfuckers, these little bastards don't need the Grinch. They need the Krampus in this motherfucker.
Well, that's an upgrade package. But
listen,
call me the Uber of Grinching. I will, you just put your address in the app. I'll be there in 15, 20 minutes. Your kids are acting up. I'll kick the door in, come take the Christmas tree, and leave.
Stomp on all the presents.
Kick them across the room. If you have one wrapped in a certain package or in a certain wrapping paper, I'll throw it in the fire for you.
Nah, because if you do your job too well, they're going to end up sending you a bill.
No, that's a call ahead service. I give you an empty box that's already wrapped.
Oh, okay.
How else could we go about the Grinching? I do like the idea of doing Krampus as an upgrade. If you've got teenage kids and you just need to scare the shit out of them.
Kid?
Fair.
You can't do nothing but scare them in a costume. As the Grinch, you could really. I mean, I'm sure as Krampus, you could leave an impact. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like as the Grinch, you could really let loose.
Right?
As Krampus, you kind of got to hold in a bit because it's a thin line between a lesson and a traumatic experience. You know? So you got to watch out for Kramp is all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
But I used to love the Christmas lights back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like going to see the Christmas lights and shit. And I think I still kind of like that in a way, right?
In terms of just seeing them up and out.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because even the Christmas tree, like this is like, I put the Christmas tree up and I got like these lights from Amazon that like change and go back and forth and shit.
Okay.
And I find myself like
just enjoying it.
Almost like getting hypnotized by just looking at the lights. I don't know what it's about.
I hear you.
I don't know why that.
I think I would feel that way if mine wasn't like mine's kind of tucked in the corner in the kitchen or in the dining room.
Right.
I feel like if it were in the far corner in the dining room, I'd probably appreciate it more. But it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Otherwise,
yeah, nah, they.
Although with this new couch and this new layout downstairs, I might be able to find a different place for it.
No, they get me, and they flicker like warm and cool colors, so it looks like the police from a distance. So you don't know like what's going on in there. Stay out of there. They might have drove a whole car through his shit.
No, I'm with you on the lights. Usually do zoo lights at least once. And Bryden, near my place, usually has some pretty good houses in terms of lights. Same ones that are all decked out for Halloween are usually pretty decked out for Christmas, too. My favorite is the one that does like a Nightmare Before Christmas theme, and it just stays up from mid-October until mid-January.
For real?
Yeah. Got like a skeleton Santa driving a sleigh.
Interesting way to be lazy.
Right? I mean, the getting it set up is not lazy because it's a pretty elaborate display, but not having to deal with it for 3 months is brilliant.
Right.
And it's the only way I could tolerate Christmas lights being up before Thanksgiving.
Oh, so the lights are up and everything.
Uh-huh. It's like a full scene.
For Halloween as well?
Yeah, it's like a Nightmare Before Christmas theme.
Nah, fuck that. You better give me a present then. Fuck candy. You better be a motherfucking present on your front porch. For me going up to a house with Christmas lights for candy.
Hey, man. Whatever works.
You fucking up the vibes. You fucking up the vibrations, the energy in this shit. You think about that, Bryden. You fucking up these kids,
their MO,
their whole clock, their whole natural lunar, you know?
Their signs on this stuff now.
You fucking with their zodiac. Where were we at? What was we talking about?
I don't know. This is going to be one of those episodes.
Listen.
I'll tell you what. It is becoming quickly my favorite about the holiday season, though, are these game sales. So, 2K23 had both NBA and PGA Golf today for $40, both of them.
For real?
Yeah,
Both
man.
together?
Both of them together for a total of 40. So I picked that up.
That
See what I can
PGA
do.
always kind of interests me, but
Dude, we used to have like the most chill nights
uh-huh.
here just playing fucking PGA, especially when Uncle Dave was living here too. Just
Uh-huh.
sitting and playing PGA Tour for fucking hours on end.
Right. I used to have fun too.
That was my jam, man.
Was it? No, it wasn't PGA. It was Tiger Woods
Oh, you're
back
right. You're
then.
right. It was still Tiger Woods back then, but still, like, same idea.
Is it the same game as Tiger Woods? I
Yeah.
think that's might be what throws me. Is it's a different name, and I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be as good as the one though.
No, I think it's the exact same. I think it's the exact. I don't want to say the same engine, but I think it's built on the same mechanics.
Okay.
Plus, there's not a lot of ways to do a golf game. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But
That's
yeah,
like
that used to
pool
be
on your phone.
right. You only slide it back so far.
Right.
But I picked up a couple today. Really trying to just get other games for the kiddo and I
I
to
didn't even
play.
look at that. I might have to check that out.
It's worthwhile. Like I said, I picked up Cyberpunk earlier, like a week or so ago, and I've probably logged 40
Uh-huh.
hours in that thing over the last 2 weeks.
You said 40?
Yeah.
I would have to be in the mood for shit like that, though.
Well, and that's the thing is that, like, I'll put it on after he goes to bed or if I've got a night to myself and just zone out
Mm-hmm.
with it. And you look up and you're like, oh shit, I've been playing this for 4 hours. Like, I haven't even done anything in the main storyline for the last, like, 3 nights that I've played it.
For
Doing
real?
all side quest shit.
Mm.
But yeah, picked up NBA, picked up PGA. What else? Picked up Rayman Legends, which is kind of like a side scroller, but it's co-op in the same screen. So that's been something for the kid and I
Mm-hmm.
to play. I think I talked about Unravel 2 last time. I
Uh-huh.
did pick up that whatever the latest like Ninja Turtles arcade game is, and it's just
I
like the
saw it.
old arcade, like Ninja Turtles arcade games we used to play.
Uh-huh.
So like it's Shredder's Revenge or something, but it's the same side scroller beat 'em up,
Right.
and we had fun with that.
Mix it up, though.
Eh, eh.
Mix it up. It's a new generation, a new that you can do more with less now.
I mean, I get you. The thing is, I'm sure that game was cheap to produce. All you had to do was swap out assets from an old game and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the gameplay is exactly the same as it's been, since Turtles Arcade when we were coming up.
Motherfuckers being lazy.
Yeah, exactly. But lazy and also able to introduce it to a new generation of kids. You know what I mean?
I guess, to an extent. A new generation of certain kids, other kids
Right.
are like, I don't want to play that shit.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, and the
That
thing is,
flat ass.
he's played it. He's played it. Like I've got one of those. It's in the studio, right? I've got one of those arcade machines that's hooked up to the TV too. So he's played Turtles Arcade or whatever.
It's different on that though. That's different. I
Yeah.
feel like on like an actual joystick with the buttons
Okay.
is
I can
different
buy
than
that
you
argument.
holding a brand new controller in your hand with all these extra buttons and joysticks that you can't even really use because.
I mean, I tell you what though, Nintendo, the Switch has like a 64 emulator, an SNES emulator, and a regular Nintendo emulator, and you use it. They've got that Joy-Con that splits in two, where you've just got basically the old school Nintendo controller in your hands. So it's
Really
still popular.
Guy, though.
No, I get that, and I've seen you like fail at Mario Kart, so I understand.
Oh, but I've also won at Mario Kart, and that shouldn't be done. Don't play me. I don't care if you give me a tiny controller or not. I'm still a Mario Kart dog out here. Now give me one of the old ones from back in the day, and I'm lighting shit up.
That's the
you
thing.
Think I had a scope on my shit?
That's the other one we picked up. We picked up Super Mario Brothers, or not No, Mario Party Superstars, which is basically like a compilation album of all the different Mario Party games over the years.
For real?
Yeah.
Probably ain't played half of them.
No, like I honestly, I think I played them on 64 at one point, but I never had a GameCube or Wii, so.
I had a Wii. I just don't know if I did the Mario thing too tough.
Yeah.
Now that's one where I will say the opposite. Where it was like I played the Mario and I was like, I feel like they're doing a little too much. I'm good.
That's the thing, like, so they've got different. They've done it both ways, where they've done like a true 3D world with Mario, which I'm kind of with
That's
you.
what
Like,
I'm talking about.
I'm not like a big fan of that, but they've also done newer like side-scrolling Mario's, but with like updated graphics. So there's a little bit of
I don't know anything about that.
There's a little bit of 3D to it, but for the most part, it's still a side-scroller.
Right.
But
I'm just saying that's cool too. Give me something like you see all these motherfucking what do you call them? The remakes they make with the director's cut that's now cut in 4K type shit.
Yep.
If they're doing it with black and white joints, then Capcom, what the fuck makes you think I want a Ninja Turtles or a Street Fighter in 2-bit, 16-bit?
Still looking like 16-bit, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
That's true though.
That's weird.
That actually brings me around to another question, kind of tying back to the holidays. And maybe we might have talked about that. I mean, we've done a couple of holiday episodes by this point, but favorite gift you've ever received on Christmas? And the
I think we did that.
And the one that continues to stick out in my mind, has stuck out in my mind my whole life, is coming down and seeing Super Mario 3 hanging out of the stocking. Because I played that game. I still play that game.
That was one of the best ones.
That made, like, and I think we've had that discussion too. Like, Super Mario Brothers 3 may be one of the greatest games of all time.
You may be right. You may be right. But I also feel like that's a generational question.
It is. It is. I'll give you that. Because I can make the same argument a couple years later, or 7-8 years later with Zelda Ocarina of Time. Like, there are probably a generation that feels that's the best game of all time.
See, I don't think I've ever played Zelda ever in my life.
Yeah. Well, you're like you said, you've never been like a Nintendo guy.
I mean, my cousins had it. I played. Zelda never really got me.
Yeah.
I have played it once or twice, but it was somebody else. It was on some like whole families in the room die and change.
Yeah, if you die, hand the controller over. Yep.
Yeah, it was something like that, but I ain't never really.
I was supposed to do that with my little brother. Maddie never got the controller.
He should have swung on you. I swing on you.
No, but that, so what is it for you? And then I've got a video game thing that, again, I know we've talked about, but it's another favorite, like, childhood memory around that.
That's a good one. I don't know, man. My mom was good at giving gifts.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say was, like she's not still, but you're older, your gifts start to change. But damn, that's a good question. And I'm trying to think of something other than what I said last time.
So to that end, I'll throw two more in that kind of stick with me. And one, I'm not positive. See, it's tough with my birthday and Christmas being close to each other. Go ahead.
My mom got me a second Dreamcast.
Oh, all right.
That was big.
Dude, Dreamcast was way ahead of its time.
That was big. That was big when I was geeked on that.
When 2K football was the best football game on the planet.
Man, I fucking love 2K. You couldn't get me to touch Madden.
Right. And then the
Now I'm on
NFL fucked
2K.
up.
Like, man, when is live coming back?
I'll give two or three then. So the other one that sticks in my mind, and I can't remember if I got it for Christmas or for my birthday because they're close or whatever. But the Dragon Dagger, the
The Green Ranger joint. Mm-hmm.
That, and then it was while I was in high school, not too long before I went off to college. She got me, and this was before flat screens were really like affordable at that point. But she got me a relatively like decent size TV with a built-in VHS and DVD player, which at that point was a good deal because you had both. Like DVDs were just starting to come up or whatever.
Right.
So that was a good one. I feel like that's what we did a fair amount of gaming on, which takes me back to my other thought, which was GoldenEye, Golden Gun in the temple, smoking all you clowns.
I was never a big GoldenEye fan either.
Repeatedly.
I played it because that's what everybody wanted to play, but that wasn't really my.
Dude, we played that game so much. The four of us.
But that was back because Nintendo 64 revolutionized the game because they had the four controllers.
Well, and now you're like, if you split the screen once, you're like, and our screens are so much bigger. You're like, I can't play on this little screen.
Well, see, I don't be on that.
Dude, we used to play, I had that little, 15-inch.
Mm-hmm.
And it was split 4 ways.
That's when motherfuckers' eyes was good. Mm-hmm. The knee carrots.
You used to be able to see.
All you need was GoldenEye and a small frame TV.
I'll be huddled next to it. Don't be peeking at my screen. Quit cheating.
Listen. It's hard not to, motherfucker. Right, I'm peeking at everybody.
My other favorite, so I said Golden Gun in the temple. The other one I remember fucking with y'all on was proximity mines in the facility. Because you used to be able to throw the mine on the ammo, pick it up, and then you wouldn't see the mine anymore. You go to pick up a mine and boom.
Listen.
Oh, shit.
Fucking GoldenEye.
Good times. What'd you drop?
Some shit.
Some shit.
Lord! God bless anybody homeless. They should commit a crime and go to jail.
No doubt.
Not nothing like crazy, but go to jail for a couple months.
I was about to say public urination, something along that line.
Anything. I'm telling you, I don't know about public urination. You might be on a list nowadays.
On a registry.
You picking the wrong crimes.
Petty theft? Does that work? Go steal some lights. Go be a Grinch.
Nowadays, you can petty theft. You damn near need a job to get jail time for. Hiring people, Ocean's 11, CBS and shit, and you still ain't going to jail. I would break and enter into the abandoned building. They would just see me throwing ice blocks at windows. Like, fuck, I'm cold. Rough me up. Take me to jail.
Please.
Listen. God bless him.
Yeah, I was putting little man down, and I quickly realized that his window it was shut, but it wasn't locked. And so didn't have the complete seal. I'm like, Jesus, dude, how did you sleep last night?
Man. I got like 8 pairs of socks on right now.
I believe it. It's chilly.
I
That shit
ain't
came out of
playing.
nowhere.
I ain't playing. Listen, next thing you know, you gonna see Trump in office talking about, I told you it wasn't real.
It wasn't real. Wrong.
Listen.
False.
how
Hugely.
can the
Huge.
world be warm?
Global
How
warming.
can
Fake news.
it
Fake news.
Man, this motherfucker feel like it's warming up to a new fucking ice age. God damn, it's cold as shit.
So Superfan sent me one that was like, for all of you that have said when hell freezes over, just know that that thing that you said you have to do tomorrow.
Right.
It's been a while since it's got this cold, and it's been a while since we got this much snow. We didn't get this much last year at any given point.
Man, it's the cold for me, Jack.
I could deal with snow. I'm with you. Like the cold, but then again, I'm like, cool. I got a house. I'm warm. I'm gonna go sit in front of that electric fireplace here in a minute.
Listen, motherfucker about to create their own if it get any colder.
Right.
There's gonna be some smoke coming out this motherfucker one way or another. God damn, it's cold as shit. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We hit on video games, classics. We hit on gifts that we've received. We talked about holiday traditions that we enjoy. I don't know. If there's anybody out in the chat that wants to join up, let us know. Otherwise, it's going to be a quick show because we both cold.
Listen, it's hell, boy. Motherfucking heat don't make it back here, I see.
Right? Like I said, I turned off the main heater and I just got the space one next to me and it's not doing the job.
I'm gonna have to get one, I ain't even gonna lie. Cause them feet of mine ain't gonna make it through this here winter. I'm gonna take my socks off and it's just gonna be toes in that motherfucker at the bottom, shaking around in a loose sock.
They froze off.
Man.
They froze. All right. So the chat is chiming in with favorite Christmas carols.
What's the difference between a song and a carol?
Well, I think you can go either one.
I think I said the same thing last time, and it's got to be Boys to Men, Let It Snow.
That's probably up there. And I will probably do the same one I did last time.
John Legend, the same song, track 1 through 12.
Right, all of them.
They all sound the same anyway.
The one that gets me every time is, it's not a good song, but it makes me tear up, is Christmas Shoes. Christmas Shoes gets me.
You said that last time, and I don't know what the fuck is going on with these shoes. I don't get it. John Legend CD is the type of CD that you could press forward and back on and think you're going crazy because the song don't change. Like, what the fuck is going on my CD player? Now that's that album that you're spinning, Jack. Shout out to John.
I have heard a couple of good renditions of Carol of the Bells mixed with like the Carol of the Bells Trans-Siberian Orchestra. There you go.
I've heard that
There's
name.
A different one. They're in town maybe tonight.
The same night as Dave Chappelle and
John Legend and Jeff
Puppet
Dunham.
Master Jeff Dunham.
Hey man, Columbus is big news. We got all the acts coming this upcoming week.
Listen, I don't know. Don't get a residency. It's too cold, motherfucker. Shit. It's cold as hell, man. I ain't gonna.
I'm with you. You gonna be all right? You gonna go sleep on the couch tonight? Is that ice? Is that ice on your hoodie?
I think those ashes.
That was the thing this morning with leaving when the back door blew open. Kylo's fucking water dish was frozen.
Oh yeah, stop acting like it was. Yeah, it wasn't open all night because it was 60 degrees. That dog should have been barking.
He should have. If he would have barked, we would have woken up. He adapted. He's fine.
Damn it, Rain.
But yeah, so for like, I don't know, it was probably the first 20 minutes this morning before I finally took the dish away. He kept going in his water bowl and bringing out pieces of ice and chewing on them and throwing them on the couch and shit.
Dog, like if you ain't gonna change it, I'm gonna eat it like it is. Shit.
It was a hot mess in the Reggie household this morning.
It sounds it. It definitely sounds it. What's the chat say the difference between a song and a carol is?
I don't know that they've chimed in with that yet, but they did throw out some additional questions. So best reaction to a Christmas gift.
I mean, it wasn't like a orgasm or anything. If that's what you're looking for. I don't know.
Depends on the gift.
Right, like.
That's the one thing I've asked for the last 12 years, and I haven't gotten.
Orgasm for Christmas? You ain't made it through the whole 7.
That wasn't hand-delivered.
Was it 7 days of Christmas? You only made it through a few.
Right.
I don't know that I remember my favorite reaction.
Yeah, you know what? Like, and I'm not
even
my
daughter
about...
when I got her a bike was a nice reaction, but it wasn't like no TikTok shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, and you know what? Like, you saying that, I don't know that I've ever like gotten a great reaction out of Andrew with anything that he's gotten.
That's because kids are too cool for school.
They're fucking spoiled these days, man. Fuck them kids. I did watch. So, like I said, I watched Bad Santa last night. You know who's in that? Bernie Mac.
Oh, yeah.
Bernie Mac and John Ritter. Bernie Mac and John Ritter are in that fucking movie.
Who's John Ritter?
The other dude that died. Damn, what was it? He was in a bunch of sitcoms and shit when we were coming up.
John Ritter.
Another generic white dude, but like I swear half the people in that movie have died.
That's what we should do. It's an argument, right? This fucking pagan holiday that they talk about all the time. When did Jesus, was he born? Or when did he, was it April? That's what we should do with these little bastards is go bury these motherfucking presents in snow and have them search around for them like an Easter egg hunt. And the ones that they don't find, you take the fuck back.
Love it. Run it.
That's what we should do. Now, is it cold out there? You limping back like Mike's dog? You want to give it another go?
I guess you don't want the presents that bad, do you?
I'll get these receipts ready as we speak, baby. I'm licking them up.
Oh, Aaron chiming in the chat with Three's Company and 8 Simple Rules to Date My Teenage Daughter are the ones Ritter was in. But again,
Three's Company. I know that Three's Company, dude.
There you go.
Okay. I wouldn't have recognized him, and I would have probably mistaken him for Robert Downey Jr. or some shit.
Right? Fucking white people all look the same.
Robert Downey or what was his name?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob. Goddamn. Oh, Monster Small.
right, last question that we'll take from the chat. Favorite Christmas food or goodies? And
Favorite
no, Mom,
Christmas
it is
food?
not fruitcake. Nobody likes fruitcake.
I
My
don't know
grandma
about
was the
fruitcake.
only one that liked fruitcake, and she did. So there's nobody left on the planet that likes fruitcake.
I don't know. Maybe somebody whipping up a nice fruitcake I don't know about, but fruitcake's always reminded me of pimento loaf.
Uh-huh.
And I've always gotten the two confused. So I don't want either. I don't want either. I don't know. I might be
I might fuck up and get
expecting
the wrong.
something else.
I don't
Favorite
know.
Christmas goodies. I know my mom cooks a dinner every year. And I feel like my stepdad says it should always be prime rib.
We used to do ham a lot, and my mom
I
used
don't
to
know.
make like brunch.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a tradition he got from his family or something, because I've never heard of that before.
Nah. I mean, honestly, and this is going to be real.
And that's not even our favorite cut of steak.
Yeah.
I got my steak game from him. I'm not going to lie. And that prime rib isn't our favorite. Like, that's not what we order when we go out to eat.
Right.
So I'm curious. I'm going to have to ask him.
Why it's prime rib.
Right. But it's usually, well, my mom can cook anyway. So she could, I'm sure if she put a boot in the oven, I'd eat the slice. But what was you about to say?
My favorite in terms of like goodies or treats is and this is gonna sound weird, but it's fucking the Pillsbury cookies.
Pillsbury joints?
With like with the designs or whatever in them.
See,
I don't know why. I like those ones.
No,
I
you are so plain Jane. I want to make jokes about you. The people that don't know us would think I was racist. That is the most awful answer. By humbug, that answer.
And the thing was, is I knew it was a bad answer.
The ones that like,
yes, the ones with like the snowman and the Christmas tree. Yes, yes.
No,
I like those cookies.
No.
I do. I like those ones.
Man, me and my grandfather way back in the day used to make cookies, Christmas cookies and shit. But we made it from scratch because my grandma liked making shit from scratch. Yeah. So even if we didn't mix it ourselves, she would do it, and then we would, do the little prints like to form them as Christmas trees or whatever.
We did those a fair amount too, and those were good too.
Those are always all right. Like, I wouldn't say like my favorite treat. I'm trying to think like something that I identify as a Christmas treat.
The other one, my mom used to do all the baking, so she used to make cookies, and it wasn't just the Pillsbury one. She'd throw those in though. But it was the Nestle chocolate chip cookies with the recipe right on the bag. Whatever the bag recipe was is what she used to make. And they were always good.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, I can remember some good times with them. You know what? I'll put the homemade Rice Krispie treats that motherfuckers used to make that had the green in the, what I'm talking about, like the tree. They'd be shaped like, and they would have the green and the red Rice Krispies. Them used to, I don't know what it is about color, because I know it's all the same.
Right.
But them, man, hard in the paint.
I'm with you.
And then if you really, them ones way back, they wasn't like no homemade joints, but they used to sell them. They was really just shortbread cookies, but they doused them in not icing. It was that glitter.
Oh, okay.
Like wreaths, like Christmas wreaths.
I know what you're talking about. Those like butter cookies.
I used to like them.
I'm with you on the butter cookies. I could get behind some butter cookies.
Yeah, if we talking about store-bought, I like them.
But not the
That was also as a child, though. I don't know how I feel about them now. But Mike over there, if you want to wait at his motherfucking heart, give him them motherfucking
Pillsbury cookies.
Man, them shits is nasty.
Ooh, my mom just reminded me of something.
What?
My Aunt Carolyn.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason I forgot about this is because I haven't gotten one in years. But she
Figgy pudding.
No, she used to send me. She used to make these. They're like Rice Krispie treats, but they're made with cornflakes in the shape of a wreath, and it was dyed green and had like little red candies and stuff on it. That used
I bet
to be
they
my
bang.
Damn, that mom's right. That would take the
I
cake.
bet they bang.
The Christmas wreath from Aunt Carolyn is definitely up there. That cornflakes Rice Krispie treat.
Man.
And I don't know how she got it all with that like she got it vibrant green. Like it looked like plants.
Have I had them over at your house before?
Probably. He probably had a piece. Although I don't know, because I was pretty protective of that fucking thing.
Man.
You know what that reminds me of?
That sounds like a slapper though.
That reminds me of you being a fan of the nachos I used to make growing up, and all it was Kobe cheese. Like the cheese just makes it, man. It's that Kobe Jack, baby.
Listen, I don't know nothing about it, baby. You got me here. You got me here.
Throw some tortilla chips and some Kobe cheese on in the microwave. 45 seconds is slams.
You got me here. He's a little motherfuckers too. Oh shit. I don't know. I can't think of any other ones. I know it's something like, because people bring shit, because it's not just us at the dinner, like my grandparents and all them, and then, some other people. And they'll bring like pound cakes and shit. Yeah. God rest the goat. My Aunt Peggy made the best pound cake that's ever come across God's green earth.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's gone with that recipe is just tragic to me.
You know, that reminds me of another one that my mom used to do a lot, and she hasn't done it in a long time. And I know you've had some of this too. Her fucking rum cake. That yellow cake with like the gate glazing and like the rum glaze or whatever. Oh.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was definitely a banger.
And nothing will ever top my mom's cheesecake that she used to make me for my birthday.
Man, banger, but that wasn't necessarily Christmas, but that was a banger.
But it was like 2 weeks later on my birthday.
Oh, I remember that, my Reese. Now that's you to go at that cheesecake. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I wouldn't.
And for the record, her cheesecake is definitely a pie. It's not a cake.
Well, whatever it is, I don't care if it's a pie, a cake, whatever. She can put it in a contest, and she's winning it.
Oh man, yes, I missed that cheesecake. You know, Mom, I love you, Mom, but the Omaha Steaks box cheesecake versus your cheesecake is no contest. I take your cheesecake every time.
What's the Omaha Steaks cheesecake?
Well, she sent me a box from Omaha Steaks.
Uh-huh.
And it's got like New York style cheesecake. It's just plain.
Oh, right. But they gotta freeze them and all that, so it's the consistency's different, all that,
Well, and that New York style cheesecake is definitely more cake than pie.
Right, it's real thick and rich.
Yeah,
almost like you could break it.
It's almost crumbly. Yep.
Right.
I'm with you.
A good cheesecake. Yeah, I don't think I equate that to Christmas, but I'm like with a good cheesecake.
That was, like I said, and it's always tough because my birthday's right around the corner, right? So doing like the cheesecake is always like a week or two after Christmas. That was the wrap up of the holiday season. Was that cheesecake?
I like a good carrot cake.
Oh yeah,
I do. And motherfuckers might think I'm weird, but I love a good carrot cake.
I'm with you there. I could do some carrot cake.
The icing is what makes it, though.
Oh yeah, you gotta
gotta
have
the
that cream
right
cheese
icing on that.
Yep.
I might have to ask my mom to make me a carrot cake. And I know she's gonna be like, she probably never even made one before. I'm gonna ask her to make me a carrot cake. That's the new Christmas tradition. A good carrot cake. What you looking out the window for? Ain't nobody coming through there.
Nah, there's somebody across the street. The dog's barking.
I was about to say, you got beef with the snow truck driver?
Yes, actually.
That
motherfucker ain't been here yet.
That was a great movie, too. Snow Day. I don't know necessarily that was a Chris. It might have been, because they had that,
It might have been. I don't know.
Can't remember.
Uh-oh. The Reach chiming in with maybe I'll make a cheesecake when I'm there in February if the roads aren't as bad as last year.
Well, listen, we don't know that, Reach.
Today, right now, I can't tell you.
Man, listen, and the way it's looking currently, stay where you at. Goodness gracious.
Don't come here for last chance.
Man, listen, you might get stuck the way it's being. They like, well, we would fly the plane out, but it seems that the wheels are frozen stuck. We've been skating in circles on the runway for the past 35 minutes.
Dude, my favorite ever is still my weekend. Was it December? It was either like the first week in December or second week in December when I was in Pittsburgh. And we got hit with like 3 feet of snow. It was the most snow Pittsburgh had seen in years. And we dug out. Yeah. And we dug out the little pad next to our apartment building. Had beers just sitting in the fucking ice wall. And a grill going.
I know that's right, man. That's how you're supposed to live, though.
Right.
You can't do it now.
No.
Because right now, if you lit a grill up, an abominable snowman would rise up out your front lawn and blow it out. And it would lay back down and pull the cover of snow back over it. I'm trying to tell you, it's cold. Protect your nuts and wash your leather seats. I'm trying to tell you.
Colder than the witch's tit out here.
Man, it's colder than that. It's cold enough that you can see why they burnt them. I'm just playing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, it's cold, though.
Oh, man. All right, well, we managed to turn this ridiculous hour into a good show.
I would say so.
You got anything else you want to talk about?
Is this my outro?
I mean, it can be.
Peace and joy and love to all. And Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Listen, we paused for long enough, we can hear gunshots in the distance.
At both houses.
Right. Right.
Oh, shit. Do us a favor. Like, share, subscribe. That'd be the best Christmas present we could get.
You know?
And with all of that.
And it's free.
And it is free. It's free. As we talked about with just Brandon last week, that's free.
It's just free.
It's free.
It don't cost nothing but a finger tap.
And we out. Merry Christmas, fools.
that what them are?